Hey guys, this is my monthly channel update for November 2016. I'm just going to quickly run through my purchases because, to be honest with you, I came into a little bit of fortune. Well, a little bit of good fortune. So I've had a little bit of a splurge this month, to be honest with you. I don't know why I did, because I mean, obviously we've got Telford coming up in around about just over a week's time. Well, fortnight's time, where it's actually going to be happening, and I'm going to be going on the Saturday. But my first purchase was this chair. Now, I often wanted to get a proper at the workbench chair, and I saw this on eBay for about £59 and decided on getting one because I've been using a chair the landlord has been lent me for the last 3 years, and to be honest with you, it was doing my back in. So I thought, right, now I've got the money behind me, I get a decent one. So I ordered this one from a company which was based up in Glasgow, and within 2 days it was here, guys. That is efficient service to you. In fact, it was that good that my brother actually got one as well in his workbench and his man cave as well. So I'm very pleased with it. It's extremely comfortable and it certainly serves my purposes. So there you go. Right, I'm just going to move the camera down onto the workbench. Ugh. So let's get it in position, and then I'll just run through what I've actually got as regards acquisitions, and I've got a fair few, I can tell you. One of them, I'm just going to take from underneath the workbench at the moment, and it's right here. You bear with me a second, guys. Right, this is it. This is Meng's M1A2 Tusk, which is a superb looking kit. It's got a full interior. Well, I think it's got a full interior, but judging by the depth of the box, I haven't done an in-box review on the other one yet. I got from the Model Fest show the other month, so I'm sorry I haven't got around to doing that, guys, but as I say, life unfortunately has been getting in the way lately, and I haven't had really much time to get much progress done on the project, so I do apologise. But I have to say, if anybody's got this kit, boy, you're lucky. I got this one at a very good rate. As I say, it's got a full interior. It's certainly going to keep me busy, and that will go alongside my set M1A2 I've got from Dragon. So there you go. I'm just going to put that back under the workbench. There we are. So there she goes. And as you well know, I'm doing a group build with Warren Blanche from Strike Eagle Models, which is based on the V1 and the V2 rocket. I've actually managed to get hold of, again I got this on eBay, is a Doodlebug launch ramp, which is going to be for a diorama I'm going to use this for, and it's specifically suited to the Tamiya 1/48 V1 rocket, so that is going to come in handy. So look it up on eBay, okay? I think it's made by Sarissa Products or something like that. It's in my entry video if you look back, anyway. Next one I actually managed to get, as regards acquisitions, was a couple of books. One I know Mike Cohen's already done a build from, and it's one he's actually done a review of, and it's Shep Payne's Armoured Modeller's Guide. And I'll tell you what, guys, get hold of one, because this is a must-have within your library for reference and stuff. I mean, it's got all the old techniques that Shep used, along with some other builders in it, and at some stage I might do my interpretation of this book review as well. So if you haven't seen it, check out Mike Cohen's review on it on Cohen C's channel. Alright. And the other one book which I actually saw on Dutch Modelling was this one, which is the Soviet armour in foreign wars, and there's some superb techniques to go through. It's basically Russian or old Cold War vehicles used down in Egypt, Iraq, Libya, Vietnam and Afghanistan, and some of the techniques that are used in that. A very essential guide. And first off, got myself one of these little sets. I know it's an old set, but I'm thinking of possibly doing a D-Day diorama at some stage. It's just a thought I've got in my mind at this moment in stage. It's been out for quite a while. I got it for about, what, £5 off eBay, and the only thing you haven't got is the barbed wire. It's just basically the picket fences and the tank entrapment things. Okay. And this is a fairly new set which has just been released by Mini Art, and as soon as I saw it I had to snap one up. This one is the US Soldiers at Rest set. Again, it's up to Mini Art's high standard of detail. Again, I might do that for a D-Day diorama at some point in the future. Superb detail as always by them, and the kit number on that is 35200, and it's only just been released. Another one I've got, which is possibly for a Kursk diorama or something I will do for 1943, is the Panzer Crew NAH Division Russia 1943 by Dragan. Again, up to Dragan's usual very high standard. I'll probably use that for a future project at some stage. And this one is a very, very old classic kit, and as soon as I saw it at such a cheap price I had to get it. It's an old Lindbergh kit. It's of the old GB Racer, and it's just such a beautiful, colourful looking little aircraft that I couldn't resist it, so I ended up snapping that one up. Now admittedly it's quite basic, so if you want to do any scratch building on that you're going to have to. So funny enough, I've actually ordered a book on scratch building, so from Nickit Veteranos Kits, but this is going to be a fairly sort of well, a challenge, let's just put it like that. Another set I got of figures, which only recently came in yesterday, was this art, which is of a 135th German tank ammo loading crew, which I might use for one of my Tigers when I build it at some point in the future. You can get the cat with it as well, I think. There you go. This is an interesting set of figures. I haven't got the bike, unfortunately. The R75, as you well know, went tits up the other year, but I'm probably going to get another one at some stage. Is this crew set. That would make for a nice little vignette, to be honest with you. It's just the figures that you can see there. The bike doesn't come with it, but if anybody's interested, the kit number on that is 35178. Okay. And again, beautiful figures. I've had a look at it quickly, and that'll be for a future project as well. As you well know, I did a lovely job of the World War I diorama set, so much so that I got onto Fog Models, and I've got this one. This is another one of theirs, beautifully cast. In fact, if I get it out of the packet quickly. He says, unpack that. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a dry cough. I'm just getting over a cold I had a few weeks ago. Again, beautiful casting on it, so it's got a lot of potential, as was with the first one. I might do that for 2018 when the actual group build ends, so there you go. Okay, pop that back in its box. Wrap it up so it doesn't get broken. There we go. And then, nice sturdy box. And I would heartily recommend you get onto their website, because they've got tons and tons of stuff for potential dioramas. They really have. That's Fields of Glory Models at .co.uk or .com. Okay. Right. Let's put it into the side. And as you well know, I'm taking part in the Leopard group build. I bought this in. As I say, it's not historically accurate. I don't know. I'll have to do some research, because I've got the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to pop into my local town in the library and do some research on this project. They're made by a company called Valkyrie. Again, resin cast figures of a typical Bundeswehr tank crew. This is circa 1990 to 2000, but as I say, I may well get away with this. I don't know, we'll see, but I just thought they would add a little bit of an extra dimension to the Leopard that I'm going to be building in the Leopard group build. There you go. An old kit I've had before, which I got in again, and this is a possible project I might do for next year, involving North Africa. Is this one, is the British Air Special Air, getting tongue tied, put my teeth back in. It's Tamiya's British Special Air Service Jeep. Again, it's an old kit, but a nice one. Figures aren't bad. But again, you've got a lovely potential for weathering, and that might go nicely with the LRDG I've got. So I'm thinking of doing a possible little diorama for that. This is one I only got in today. I haven't even opened the box. I had a look at it. Is a Fees Scimitar. This is of the Desert Storm version. Again, if you want to get hold of one of these, kit number's AF35013. But as I say, I haven't actually had a look at it. I've been told that it's a superb little kit, because I know Paul Bretland actually did one in the UN markings, and he heartily recommended it. So I thought to myself, well, I saw this one and snapped it up. Now, as we all know, Takom have actually brought out a series of King Tigers with full interior, and yes, I couldn't resist. I've got this one, which is the 505th, which has got the familiar markings on the side where the Zimmerit removed with the old knight. I've had a look at it. Wow. And obviously I saw Andy's Hobby Headquarters video of this, so that really convinced me to buy this beauty. I'm glad I got it. In fact, I was so happy that I got it, I actually bought another. And that one was the Henschel. And this, as I know Tim Iverts has got, is the one with the Porsche turret as well, with the full interior. So, yep, I jumped the bandwagon as well and got one. So I've got the two of them, both with Zimmerit. I know MIG do their own colours, and I know E-Models are doing a special deal where you get the paint as well as the kit itself, so look it out. Check them on the E-Models. And yes, I've got a third one as well. ICM have only just recently released theirs. It's this one. Not as impressed, to be honest with you guys. Plastic looks a little bit thin. Detail isn't as good. But again, with this kit, there is a potential that you can actually upgrade it with some upgrade sets from, I think, Eduard. So I may well look at that. I've got some aftermarket decals because I've heard their decals are atrocious. And I will be doing this in this scheme. This is a version which was out, I think, in the Ukraine in 1945. Nice winter camo scheme, but as I say, the detail is not as impressive. But if you don't want to spend too much like you do on the other Takom kits, this is your ideal kit. Okay? And one I only got in the other day, which is an unusual subject, is one that Nikki at Veteranus Kits got to me in a very quick time, I have to say, so thank you, Nikki. Is this little beauty, which is the Blomvos BV141. Now, I know one of the YouTube models actually built one of these when it first came out, and it looked a super kit. I will be getting an upgrade set with this and the masking set, just to give you that little bit of extra detail. It's an aircraft I've had in my stash before, but I did it was the old Airfix kit, and at the time I got that, there wasn't a lot of the reference stuff. However, what I've got to help me with that build is a book I actually got in, I think I featured it in one of my monthly updates, was this one. So this is going to be a great source for reference material, and I heartily recommend you go out and get it. You can get this on eBay as well as any bookshops, okay? But this looks a super kit, but as I say, I'm going to get an upgrade set as well as a masking set for it. And it might be my first aircraft for next year, possibly. We will see. Paint set I got in, obviously for my group build entry, is this one, which is AK's green colour set for AFV. Again, I can do a little bit of variation in the tones on this. I might try my hand at this for the Sherman I've currently got building for that. Okay, next one I got, this one I actually got from Timothy Iverts off Cheap Kits and Bits. I couldn't resist it. The only thing is I've never had a BMP in my stash, so I thought, right, I'll get a Trumpy one. And as you well know, Sebastian Schufert Dutch Modelling has actually done an in-box review on the BMP3 with the ERA armour on it. It does look a super kit, so I got this one, and it does look an awesome little kit, I have to say. Another one I actually got where Paul Bretland was actually selling some of his kits off, and it's going to be a nice little one to my Trio Focke-Wulf aircraft. I've got the 190 Eduard kit, as you well know. I've actually got a D version as well. I think I've got it over there. I'll have to show you that on next month's monthly report, because I've got it stashed away somewhere, so bear with me on that, guys. But this is the Zukai Mura 148 TA152H1. He's put all the goodies in with it for me, so thank you, Paul, for getting that to me so promptly, bud. And as I say, that is going to be my last one of the trio of the Focke-Wulf 190 family. Actually, I'm going to dig the other one out. I think it's here somewhere. Bear with me. Where did I put it? Ah, I know where it is. Okay, under here. Oh, yeah, I just remembered something as well. This is the other one I actually got in, which I saw dirt cheap on eBay. Is the Focke-Wulf FW190D11 by Hobby Boss. I saw Chris and Alex modelling building this, and that basically sold it to me. It looks a super little kit. There is a little bit of X brass in there. As I say, that's the second one of my Focke-Wulf 190 trio I thought I'd get, and I'm glad I got it in my stash. It is an awesome kit, so go out and get one. And I just realised I've got another set of figures I've got in, which is this one from Mini Art, which is a German Tank Crew at rest set. Yeah, nice set of figures again. Detail on them is superb, and that will go very well with the future build. Okay. And an old one I've got in. This is one I saw on eBay, dirt cheap, and I snapped it up dirt cheap. Was Airfix's rendition of the RAF VC-10 tanker. I love this aircraft with a vengeance. I actually looked over one of these of the aircraft that was actually on show at I think it was Wings and Wheels at Dunsfold last year, because they've actually got one that's still ground running, and I had to snap this one up. And not only that, I also obtained a recently released Roden version of the Vickers Super VC-10, and yes, I will be doing it in the BOAC scheme. I just think it looks so gorgeous. It really shows the sleek lines of the Queen of the Skies, it really does. It's not a brilliant kit, I have to say. I know Phil Flory actually did a review of it, and he said there are a few issues in regard to, there's a lot of flash on it that you're going to have to remove. The decals look good. I don't know what they're like, but I think, to be on the side of safety, I'm going to source some aftermarket decals for this beauty, so that I don't run the risk, because I've heard Roden are notorious for their decals. But all the same, it's going to look a lovely aircraft. And funnily enough, of the Vickers trio, I've got this one up from S&M Models. Now, I did have this before. Again, I'm going to get some aftermarket decals for this, possibly of the old BEA red flag scheme, or maybe the Union Jack one, which was in the later 70s. I don't know, I haven't quite made my mind up. Or I may well source another one of these, I don't know. But again, not a bad little kit, made by a private company, which I think are based over at Langley. S&M Models. Check on their website, because they do some unusual sort of stuff on there that the major companies don't do, so check them out. And this one is a re-release of Airfix's. They're going alongside the VC-10. It's the old BOAC 707-436. Now, guys, if you're thinking it's going to be a retool, I'm sorry to say you're going to be disappointed. It's the old tool with the raised panel line, so you will have to sand a lot of detail down and rescribe this baby. But again, you've got a choice of two schemes. You've got the old BOAC scheme, or you've got the Air India scheme. So there you go. But obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm going to do this version. And the decals are by Cartograph, so you can't go wrong on that. Alright. And another one to add to my Star Wars stash, one of two I've actually got. Was this one. Again, I saw Andy of Hobby Headquarters, his video on the build of this, and that just basically convinced me to get this baby. So I've got the TIE Fighter, I've got the Advanced TIE Fighter, and now I've got the TIE Interceptor. I think this one came from The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, it's an awesome looking kit. Level of detail is superb, and to be honest, if it's anything like the AT-ST, it's just going to fall together like a dream. And another one I got, I couldn't resist it, is the Clone Trooper from the Attack of the Clones, which is the second of the prequel films. And funny enough, I just started watching the whole series. So there you go. Looks an awesome kit. I think you could easily build this in a day, definitely. And I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on this, so I might well do that. Don't know, in between projects, I don't know, we'll see. Another one I got in from Timothy Iverts at Cheap Kits and Bits. I'm not sure if it featured in this last month's update, was this one. Again from Hobby Boss, which is the FJ4B Fury. Might need some aftermarket just to upgrade it a little bit, but overall it's a good quality kit, so get one. Now, if you remember, I actually got one of Revell's car kits sometime, which was the old Charger, which I was going to do from the film Bullet. Well, funnily enough, I've actually got its side equivalent, which is the 65 Ford Mustang 2x2 Fastback, and that's in the scheme of the car that Steve McQueen drove in the film with the chase, if you remember. Again, I've not really had a quick look at this kit. I will possibly do it when I get some time, but as you know, life has been getting in the way. So I just thought, yeah, if I get one, I've got to get the other. So I might do this as a Bullet tribute to Steve McQueen. And this one, which is a recent release, and I have to say it is packed with stuff, is Eduard's Draken. Superb looking kit. Got all the goodies. It's not a subject I've actually done as regards Swiss aircraft, but I've always liked the Draken. Awesome looking aircraft, and I'm glad I got it. Right, and I did manage to get another Chally, which is the old Chally Mark 1 Mark 3. Awesome looking tank. I saw one at the Army Museum over in Aldershot. It was the successor to the Chieftain. They did have a few problems with it in regards to its maintenance and reliability, hence why the Chally 2 was brought in. But as you well know, this was used in the first Gulf War, and that's basically what I'm actually going to build this version as. So that should be a good project to do. And finally, what I will certainly do as an inbox review is this beauty, which is the Dragon's recently released Bergpanzer Tiger 1. This one, unlike the Riffield one, comes with Zimmerit, hence why I got it. Unusual subject, as you can see, but this basically was used for mine laying. Or basically maintenance for vehicles that were broken down, just like the Bergpanther. Awesome looking kit, high level of detail on it, and it is absolutely packed, and I will be doing an inbox review on this fairly soon, so stay tuned for that one. So that, guys, is basically what I actually got in for this month. Now, as regards what my ongoing projects are, I'm sorry to say I haven't got a lot done. The AT-ST is very much as it was before, because I haven't actually managed to get a lot done, and I've had a lot of time on the workbench. So she's still at the stage where I've just basically got her main legs on and the underneath of the actual cockpit on. I have primed the figures which go with the kit. I've also primed the interior of the cockpit and started painting the detail on it, but as I say, I haven't had a lot of time on the workbench, obviously with work commitments, etc. So I do aim to get cracking on this, because I know that the Bandai Group build will be ending at the end of December. So once I get a chance, which I think I've got the next couple of days, I'll be getting on to that and getting an update done for you guys. So I'm sorry if I haven't done a lot of videos in the last week, but life has just been getting in the way. Now, as regards the M group build, well, I've got a few figures assembled, which you can see here. A lot of them are from the kit here. The ones that are in green are from the kit, but the other ones are from the Ardennes set. Now, I've had to cross match some of the helmets because, unfortunately, some of the ones in the kit were too big. They were just basically swamping the poor guys. So I had to do a little bit sort of cross-kitting on it. So they're coming on, they just need a bit of filling, and then obviously I'm going to fill them with Steineres. And this little figure here is one I thought I'd include in the actual diorama, because he's actually a German trooper who's wounded. Now, unfortunately, I lost his hand in the carpet monster. So I had to basically do a Frankenstein on him and basically cut off a hand from another spare part from some figures I had stowed away and glue it on. So hopefully once that's filled and sanded, etc., that really won't notice. But to be honest, the quality of this is absolutely superb. Look at the detail on his face and the sculpt. It really is very, very well done. They're made by this company, which is the Bodgidge. Source these on eBay. They do quite a number of these. I mean, this one, for instance, the kit number on that is 3507 now, and it's 79, which is basically German wounded. So that really sort of gives some emphasis on the diorama, really, because I didn't want it being all US troopers. However, I've actually got another figure which will be going into it as well, which I'll be assembling, I hopefully think tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow, and that will be also included on the diary. But you'll see more of that in my next update as I want to get around to doing it. So basically, guys, that's what's been going on for this month. And as we all know, we've got Telford coming up in around about 2 weeks' time, which I'm very much looking forward to. So it's going to be a long day. I'm probably going to be up in the middle of the night and out the door by about 4:30. And then I've got to catch the very first train to Telford, go via Birmingham New Street, and then straight on to Telford. And I'll probably get there about 9:30, 10 o'clock. But for what the show is, it's well worth it, guys. So there you go, that's this month's update. So until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.